Hi folks, I'm Paul Kimmel. This is Haunted. This is the season finale. I'm not going to blah, blah, blah a whole lot here. It's not going to be a 5-minute opening, deep, dark, mysterious secrets and yabba, 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 whatever it is I usually say. Nope, getting right into it. We're at the Astor Theatre. We have gone back to the beginning. This is where we shot the first investigation right here in Liverpool, Nova Scotia. Weird stuff went down that has followed us throughout this entire season. Not necessarily good, not necessarily bad, but unanswered questions. You know what we're going to do tonight? We're going to wrap it all up in a nice little bow and try and answer those questions for you, but more importantly, for ourselves. So let's get to it. I've got Amy, Holly, and Kim sitting down in the dressing room waiting for me, not quite knowing what's going to happen, but I think they have a pretty good idea that they're going right into the mirror. We're not going to waste any time off the start. We're not going to do any shtick or dance or whatever. Boom, right into it, right into the mirror, where we left off when we were last here, to see what it is we can see, and maybe to see finally and understand finally what it is that's been looking back at us throughout this entire season's journey, all through Nova Scotia. So, as we like to say in the ghost investigating business, here we go.
Yeah, so I thought this was a bad idea the first time. I still think it's a bad idea. What's the plan here, guys?
Well, there's one thing that's different.
Yeah,
I'm here.
Exactly.
I'm not out there stirring the pot with Paul.
Okay, so you think that's going to change what we see happen here?
Mm-hmm.
In a good way?
Yes.
Okay, good. I feel good about that.
Perfect. I going on the record saying this is a bad idea. You're all responsible for your own souls. Do you want to do this?
I am curious. I don't want to feel how I felt last time because it was rather gross feeling, but I do feel it was a bit unfinished, like, in a way.
Yeah. It's definitely unfinished.
Yeah, so maybe we finish what we started?
If it's the same thing as last time, where do you want to go with that?
Away from it.
Okay. Great. You do you, girl.
If it's the yucky stuff, I want to get away from the yucky stuff, but if there's something good there, then I would be open to seeing, like, I guess my goal is I hope to connect with, like, a good spirit, like if there's someone there to connect with, because, like, it's not always bad. It doesn't always have to be bad.
No, I'm just going to point out that we're in the same location, that it was the same thing before.
Okay, so Amy, if you're feeling apprehensive or scared or anything, I do want to remind you that throughout this whole season, we have encountered some really great spirits. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they linger or are now easily contacted because you have contacted them previously. Mm-hmm. But I also want you to remember that apparently we all have spirit guides. Mm-hmm. So if you're feeling really scared, just call upon all of the good spirits and all of your spirit guides and who make you feel comfortable.
Okay.
There's something coming.
And my face is starting to turn old.
So my face is starting to melt.
Oh.
It's okay, Amy. It's okay.
Okay. It's really doing the old thing again, like the I don't know if it's again or same, but it's like old.
We're not here to talk to that. Say thanks. See you later.
Thank you. We're just gonna keep passing by.
Okay, go a little deeper, Amy. I feel like I'm floating. Like I feel like I'm walking with you, and with every stride, it's like,
Which is cool because before you couldn't get into the mirror, remember?
it's in my mind's eye. Like it's.
It is.
I feel like I'm just doing this for you.
Thank you. It's like the black thing again that I didn't like.
How are you feeling?
Nervous?
Okay, why are you nervous?
Because I don't know what's there.
Is there something there?
I feel like I'm looking at myself from the other direction, out at me. Like, I know I'm physically staring in, but I feel like I'm looking out.
Do you recognize yourself?
I look like a stone.
Do you know you're crying?
No.
What's happening with your body?
I don't know. I'm walking.
You're walking.
Or
Are you walking?
I don't know if that's me.
Okay. Are you traveling in or out?
I don't see me. That's not 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 me. It's not me walking.
Who is it? Are they saying anything?
Ooh, who
I
are you?
see, my eyes are closed. I see a massive blue, purple, like eye right here. And at first I thought maybe it was like a tunnel, but it looks like an eye. Do you feel any tunnel sort of physical feeling? I don't know how to describe it.
I feel tight, like closed. I feel really like I'm somewhere where I don't know if I want to be there. I don't want to be there. That's not where I want to be. I don't want to be. I don't
Can
wanna
you
be.
leave?
I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there. I feel cold. I feel stoned. I just.
Do you feel anybody else's emotions beside your own?
Yeah, I don't know that she's feeling her own stuff right now.
I am not feeling.
It's not hers.
I feel like out.
You're trying to get out.
out. Like,
You need to get out of where you are, or something is with you that's trying to get out of where it is.
I can't tell, but it's like out.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just,
I'm not feeling great about
my
letting
hands
things
are.
out.
I'm actually
but-
gonna have a full anxiety attack, like my physical anxiety. I don't like being in there.
Are you with us right now?
I want to come back. I want to come back.
Are you bringing anything with you?
No,
Okay.
I'm leaving. You stay there. Just stay there. I'm gonna back up. Just let me get out. Okay.
Are you here?
Okay.
Kim,
Yeah,
how you doing?
I'm okay. After I started talking about the blue, purple eye, I didn't feel like I was with her anymore.
Mm-hmm. See what she's doing with her hands?
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong in saying that you're trying to protect yourself right now, Amy, and that's why your hands are up to keep it from coming towards you? Yeah.
It's very cold. My hands are very cold. My hands are very cold. My hands are very cold.
Do you need help?
I feel like I'm not with Kim anymore. I feel like I'm alone.
Can you ask it what it wants? Because we can't help it if we don't know what it wants.
What do you want? What do you want? What do you need? What do you need? I'm still walking. I don't, like my legs are still walking.
Are you walking towards something or are you walking up? Do you feel any sensations of where you're going?
I'm walking backwards. I'm walking backwards.
So you're pushing yourself away from the situation?
I'm guarding myself, but curiously paying attention to what's there.
There's nothing coming at you, right?
It's just there.
Okay.
That's not Amy. Do you see that, Kim?
I feel like she's trying to recognize herself.
Amy,
Yes.
you still here? Is there anything else with you?
I want to go.
Okay. Ready?
I want to go. I want to go. I want to go.
Ready?
Please get me out. Please get me out. My hands. Please, please, please. Grab
You're
me.
safe.
Take me out. Please take me out. Leave me.
You're safe.
Just want to go.
Onto her leg.
I want to go. I want to go. I want to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to make.
Lean away.
I want to make contact a different way.
Yeah. Yeah. Lean away.
A different way, please. I want to
Lean
make.
away. Your way.
She's here. She's here. She's here.
Lean away. Stop touching the board. Hands on you.
Who's here?
And Gorham. 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 She's here. I want to contact a different way. I can't handle it this way. I physically can't handle this way. I'm tingling.
Head down.
I want to make contact a different way. I'm gonna faint. I'm buzzing, you guys. I'm buzzing. I need to
Head
sit
down.
Okay.
Head down.
My hands are tingling right over.
It's okay. We're here with
My
you.
hands are tingling.
It's okay.
I'm gonna have a panic attack. Okay.
In through your nose.
My hands are going full tilt.
In through.
You guys, full tilt, panic. Full tilt, panic. Full tilt, vibrating.
Okay. Here.
Like alert.
Can you just breathe in through your nose
Breathe.
and out through your mouth?
I want you to slowly tap
911
your
for
legs.
911 for
Slowly.
Amy. 911 for
Yeah,
Amy. 911 for
slowly.
Amy.
I want you to lift your feet. Slowly tap one. One, then the other one. Slow it down. I want you to slow it down. Tap.
She's here.
One.
She's here.
Two. One,
She's here.
two. Slow it down. One. Deep.
In through your
breath.
nose.
I think I went to get her.
I have full body chills.
I think I went to get her. I think I went to her grave to get her. I think I went and got her. You felt like I was in a grave. I was in a stone grave. I couldn't breathe and it was closed and it was tight. And I think I went and got her. And I think she's here now. And I think I'm not in there, but I think she's here.
You're here too.
I think I'm back. I think I went to her grave.
Yeah,
I think I went to her grave.
I think you did too.
Folks at home, we're on a break, and we're all sending emails, using the washroom, whatever, and then I got a call. Paul, stuff's happening. Those weren't the exact words that were used. So we're down here because stuff is happening. Holly?
Amy is saying that she is, what did you say? She is me is she. She started looking around saying that Mrs. Gorham was looking through her eyes at the world. And I don't think she's in control of it. And I'm concerned. How you doing, Amy?
Don't scare me.
No, not intending to frighten you.
No. And this is new for me as well. And the comment that I'm about to make, I am worried is going to scare her, and I don't want it to scare her. But I see her eyes changing, and they no longer look like Amy's eyes.
Yep, because when you do this, it stays with you for a period of time.
And so some of the comments that Amy was making earlier as well was like, we only have a short amount of time to do this, so we need to talk about this. If you guys want to ask questions, we got to do it now.
For the record, I'm not cold. I feel like it's in my energy field.
So I feel kind of bad that we've brought Mrs. Gorham here. But since she's here, I think we should ask some questions. How does everybody else feel?
That is a question for Amy. Amy, are you even here? Yeah, okay. Yep, how much? One hand, a thumb. We have a thumb of Amy.
This is new for me. This is new for me. Guys, this is really messed up. This is really...
Yes, yes it is. So if I'm not mistaken, you're looking around the room because you either don't recognize it or you're looking for danger.
Wow, okay. Like this place looks really different. Do you know this is your home? Your house was on this property. Your house is no longer here. This is now a theater.
It's beautiful. Beautiful.
Did you know that people talk about you all the time here, and there's a street named after you in Liverpool, Nova Scotia?
Who you holding on to? Who's here? Who is this? Who's here? Yes, it's not good.
Mrs. Gorham, have you ever met Holly before?
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Do you have anything you want to say to Holly?
Nice.
You first.
Truce.
You know, it was Paul that started it, not me.
Truce.
Take the truce.
Oh, I'm starting to tingle. Holly. Holly, my hands are tingling, my hands are tingling, my hands are tingling, my hands are tingling.
I have no quarrel with you.
Connection.
You can go peacefully.
Connection. No harm, no harm, no harm, no harm, no harm.
Friends?
And lovely.
We'll take care of the space.
Enjoy. Enjoy the space.
I'm gonna let you go now, okay?
Enjoy the space.
You're free to visit here whenever you want. This is your space too.
Are you happy where you are, Mrs.
Happy.
Gorham?
Are we okay to let you go now? Or is there anything else you need us to know?
Or is there anyone else with you?
Do you have a message for me? Sorry?
Man.
There's a man here.
Is the man not supposed to be here, or is he welcome here? Man upstairs. Do you know the man?
Everyone else feel like she's looking at him right now?
Yeah. I've never seen that look on her face before.
Do you need him to leave? He's guarding the site? Okay. Anything else you need us to know? Plays are going to happen again. It's just been a very tough couple of years for everybody here. They're coming back. They're coming back.
Do you like plays, Mrs. Gorham? Because apparently when you were alive, you didn't.
There was a specific play she didn't like.
That's true. You dropped something on somebody. Was that you?
Sorry. You're forgiven.
I want to stop. It's me.
Yeah. We're gonna let go. Ready? Yeah. Tell her.
Mrs. Gorham, please.
No. Tell her to go.
Okay, wait. You to go now, please. You can go.
No.
No?
No asking. Tell her. Thank
That's
you.
me. That's me. That's me. That's me. That's me. That's me. That's me.
Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you, Mrs. Gorham. Thank you for connecting. I think she's moving through me and out me. It's just now, it's like I
Yeah.
feel like it's going through.
Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you.
And goodbye.
Okay, I'm buzzing right now.
What? What?
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. That's me. That's me. I'm here. I'm here. Oh, I'm buzzing. I don't even know what just happened.
I'm gonna take you outside and get you out of the space, okay?
I don't even feel like here. Like what?
Yeah, it's probably a good idea if you get her grounded.
Yes. Yeah. We're gonna walk.
I feel really confused.
Yeah.
And I feel confused.
Like, you
Hi.
wonder how you got here?
Look at me.
I'm really confused.
Yeah. We're gonna take you outside. Look,
Okay.
Amy.
Yes?
Look at me. You're gonna stand up now. We're gonna walk outside. Can you get her water and her jacket?
Yes.
Steps. Here we go.
I'm just gonna put this over your shoulders. Hold on, hold on, hold on.
I thought that went really well.
My grass. My grass.
Same spot.
Grass.
Same
You guys
spot.
coming
Can I
too?
just make that observation? What's up with this spot?
I don't know, maybe it was the corner of the house. How you doing?
I'm okay. I'm having a hard time processing the look I saw on her face. It frightened me
Oh, for
immensely.
your luck, though, we filmed it, so now we can watch it again and again and again.
Reenact trauma. Great idea.
I'm here. I'm here.
I know.
I'm here. I'm just buzzing out of whatever the.
Yeah, well, you just had a multitude of energy pass through your body, so yeah, you're gonna buzz.
I'm buzzing. I just need to change the energy around me. Sorry, guys. I need to change the energy around me.
So, back inside? Gotta go talk to this guard now.
Oh, okay. I'm here. It's me.
Are you still coming down from that?
I just know she will never be the same.
I worry about her going into her hotel room tonight and looking in the mirror again.
How are you doing with all of this?
I'm okay. I've never seen her face like that before, so it's obviously thrown me for a bit of a curveball. But I hate to say it, but I'm really glad it wasn't me.
Yep.
So I'm going to cut right to the chase after last night's exciting adventure where I sent Amy directly into the mirror. Good decision, bad decision. Only future historians of ghost hunting shows will be able to really make that call. But I do have to apologize. That's the part that I said was going to surprise you. Holly and I talked before we started rolling, folks, and I said, Holly, you're going to be surprised. Well, the surprise is I'm sorry. Yeah, where's the applause? Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Wait, for what?
Holly's just shocked. Yeah. We've spent a lot of time, even from the get-go. This was the second location we investigated, Holly, when we came back to do this, was here. And the first location was the Queens County Museum, just up the road, where something went to Holly, and we assumed it was Mrs. Gorham. I'm willing to go with that, by the way. And then I believe that actually it branched the timeline. We became like variant Lokis. And we went into a universe of ghost investigating where everything, or at least a lot of things, started to become dark and evil. But all that happened to you is that you walked into a room, and something that we cannot explain, folks, so I'm willing to say paranormal, totally paranormal, went to you. That was it. I think that sent us on a path of looking for the bad in everything and then finding it and interpreting things in that way. And we've always sort of blamed Mrs. Gorham. Here's what I should have done all those years ago, and why I'm apologizing, not just to you, and by extension you too, but also Mrs. Gorham. So who was Mrs. Gorham? Who was her husband? They were very progressive for their time period. Kim, you've looked into Mrs. Gorham a little bit too. Mrs. Gorham, what did she do? Any one thing?
She was a philanthropist.
She was.
She wanted to enhance the community.
They did. They had a lot of money, and unlike some rich people back then who would hoard, they believed in giving their money earned through hard work and capitalism and prosperity back into the community. They founded schools, created schools. They didn't have any children of their own, but they adopted one, which is, a fairly generous, benevolent thing to do, and gave that child a better life than it would have had otherwise. The Gorhams did all sorts of other really good things. There's a reason why there's a street name for them. They didn't name a street for them because they were evil people who destroyed the town. They helped build Liverpool. They were valuable citizens. They were important citizens, and they were benevolent citizens. So, Mrs. Gorham, if you are here, and I actually just got a little bit of a chill. If you're here, I'm sorry, and we're sorry if we misinterpreted, as I think we did, who you were and what your motivations might have been all those years ago. So we're back now, especially after last night, where I think Amy really did maybe connect with Mrs. Gorham, but not in a bad way. Maybe she connected with Mrs. Gorham right in the grave, the idea of the stone, the cold and everything. I think that's worth exploring. And Holly, the thing that fascinated you last night, I think, guard, right? That they're guarding. What if the Gorhams, here's a positive spin, an interpretation, what if the Gorhams, Mrs. Gorham in particular, believe that they're still responsible for guarding Liverpool, for protecting Liverpool, for looking over and out for the people that live in Liverpool, which is what they did almost 200 years ago. How do you feel about that, Holly? You were here 4 or 5 years ago, whenever it was. What do you think?
I think the concept that a spirit or entity could be tied to a location because it feels protective over it makes a lot of sense. And I also think that a lot of the times when we do this, what we experience because it is abnormal, it is always initially probably going to be frightening, but not necessarily because it's bad. So I think it's a really interesting idea.
Amy, you're the one who's been in the mirror a couple of times here. Does thinking about it that way reconfigure your perception of what you experience going into the mirror here, leave aside all other places, just here, in a more positive, a more negative? How do you feel about it?
It makes it feel less scary, because I remember the very first time I did it, my description was that felt gross. Because it was a gross feeling, it was a different feeling, it was a weird feeling, I never did it before. But when you put the spin on it that we were just connecting with this wonderful lady that did wonderful things, how could that possibly be gross? That's wonderful, that's exciting, you know? So it definitely puts a positive spin to it, and it makes me feel kind of honored to have connected with her, to be honest. And it makes it quite less scary and maybe more excited to try again, and not always go looking for, assuming that it's always going to be bad when you go in.
So back in the mirror for you. No, I'm just kidding. But when you were in the mirror, you felt somebody walking a path. You felt cold. Mm-hmm. Maybe, and again, you can put all sorts of thoughts on it. Maybe the cold that she felt was maybe they've been forgotten. Sure, their name's on the street. They're buried up there, fine. But almost 200 years later, nobody really remembers them. So maybe we can go down that rabbit hole and remember them, ask them some questions, whatever, try and find out what they're here for, who they were, or just let them know that we value all the stuff they brought to Liverpool all those years ago, but that they still maybe are bringing today. Kim, how do you feel about all this?
Well, I've been distracted because I keep hearing noises over here on the right side, almost as if they're confirming the things that you said about them. Anyway, I completely agree with everything you said. The only thing is I can't help but always have an adrenaline rush and a excitement level and sheer terror when something happens, because we're investigating ghosts. We can't necessarily see them all the time. So if something happens that startles you, it's still terrifying to me, but intriguing.
Holly, you clearly have a pre-existing relationship with Mrs. Gorham. Amy, you have a current relationship with Mrs. Gorham. You've met her. And Kim, you've been there. You know both of them, and while maybe you haven't interacted with Mrs. Gorham directly, maybe tonight's your night. I think at the end, I had this idea that we would all go up to Mrs. Gorham's tomb and, sort of do some thing, like something. I think we should still do that, but I think we should just go up, see how the night goes. But maybe we just end this, we go up and we say thank you, we hear you, and we wish you all the best and enjoy, Liverpool as long as you want to enjoy it. Something like that. A happy send-off. Let's take a vote. How does everybody feel about that? If you think that's a good idea, if you think that's a valuable idea, might not be a good idea, raise your hands. Cool. Well, that is unanimous, so that is what we're going to do. You folks at home, this segment is dragged on probably too long, but it's not all, demons, scary ghosts. When I came back and when we sat down, I said I wanted to come back, leave all that behind. I stood right on this stage like you two, all that you can't leave behind, we're going to leave behind, and we're going to look for real stories and happier stories and the truth of it all. And here we are. That's why we've come back to the Astor Theatre. Let's put a pin in our season 7 journey in a good way. And you three are the right 3 people to do that, because I know you all have love in your hearts.
If there's anything here that wants to communicate with us, and you try to use the spirit box here, try to use its energy to speak with us, or the energy of anything else that you see around here.
My peripheral to my right of me, I keep seeing a vision right here. It's been 3 times now. I keep looking over, but
I thought somebody just moved right there.
My name is Holly, and this is Kim and Amy, and we just want to talk. We just want to see if you want to talk with us. We've been invited to be here. Are you watching over this place? Is there someone here you want to talk with? Let's say Amy.
What?
what?
I heard Amy and then I heard yes.
I love it when that gets confirmation. Amy, it's for you.
Ask it what it wants to talk
What-
to you about.
What would you like to say to me? Why me? Oh, because I channeled Mrs. Gorham, his wife. Okay. Are we cool? Are we friends? You gonna be gentle with me here? Do you have something you want to say to me? This is Amy, by the way. I'm here if you want to tell me what you want to say. Do you want to say it in the spirit box? Or did you want to say it through me?
We think that we can hear you. You want to talk to Amy. What do you want her to know? What do you want to say to her?
I feel thank you. I just feel thank you. That just came out of me. Thank you. No idea why.
For the acknowledgement, for the maybe better understanding.
Let me try to filter through it. Acknowledgement?
That makes sense.
Thank you for acknowledging us, maybe? That's kind of what I'm sensing.
Is there anything that you need from us? Or that you need from Amy?
I feel a sense of like they've enjoyed us here.
Whoa.
My hands feel really cold.
There's a wash of cold that just came from this direction.
Okay, because I felt it come through here.
You did too?
Yep. Like very much so.
I don't feel good.
That's how I feel when I channel. You might
Whoa.
be channeling.
Oh,
I know
my
it
God,
makes you
I'm
feel
ice
sick.
cold.
I know how you're feeling. It's hard.
Kim, how are you doing?
I think I need to hold somebody's hand.
Do you want to hold all of our hands?
I feel like I need
Here.
to hold everyone's
Okay.
hand.
Okay.
I have a bad feeling
Do you want
about
me to
this.
not complete the circle with you, Holly? Just hold Kim?
Let's try it this way.
Okay, I won't hold your hand. I scare if we complete the circle, it might do something crazy.
So talk us through what's happening for you right now, Kim.
Kim, what's happening?
I feel so sick.
Is it in the pit of your
Oh
stomach?
my God, I'm seeing that blue light again. My eyes are closed.
Kim, are you okay?
Yeah, I just feel like I need to be silent right now.
Okay.
Okay, then do it. That's
Let's
fine.
take.
You
let's-
guys can talk.
Okay.
I feel like I'm just like gonna conduct because I
Yep.
don't feel good.
Just starting to
Something's
shake.
getting closer.
She's starting to, oh, she's doing the trembling thing.
Something's getting closer.
She's doing the trembling. Uh-oh, she's channeling. Oh, I can feel her.
Are we still safe?
Are we safe? Kim?
Yeah.
Okay, she's channeling. You're just channeling. Don't be afraid of it. I was when I first started doing it. It's just there's something in your energy field. That's all it is. So if you want, right now you're probably resisting it because it makes you feel sick. If you don't resist it and let it move through you, you might be able to get a message or let it say what it needs to say. You might get a feeling, you might get a vision, you might get a word.
I'm okay.
You're okay?
I'm okay. I just keep like, it's so weird. It's half of my body, like half of my face. Everything on my right side is like vibrating and like twitching. My face is doing weird stuff.
I can feel it on this side. You're shaking on this side.
You're not shaking on this
I
side.
know.
Her hands are going on this side.
That's
But
it.
like my face on my right side is doing weird stuff too.
What kind of weird? I can't see your face.
It's like,
Are you trying to say something?
ouch. It's like, seriously, my face is twitching like crazy on the right side.
Holy crap.
Did you hear something?
Yup.
What was
hear?
that?
Wasn't any of us.
I got a gust of pull there on my right arm. My right arm is,
Whatever was happening is not happening anymore.
it passed through. It passed through. Okay.
Yep. Come
Oh,
closer.
come closer.
Come closer.
It just
Paul,
said-
I think
Paul,
they
it
need you
just
back
said,
here.
Come closer.
Oh, I kind of like it down here.
Come closer.
All right.
Should we come closer? Should we close in and circle it?
Woo!
Let's put our hands together.
All right. Here we are.
We're here.
Final messages. Final words. What are you trying to say to us? Or maybe we're not close to where they are.
Where do we need to go? Her grave?
Maybe.
I think we need to take this to her grave.
Maybe that's what it meant by saying come
Come
closer.
closer. I think we need to go there.
Well,
What do you think?
party time. Let's go say hi. Okay, so who of us has actually been here before?
I have.
Amy?
No.
This is your first time?
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, does anything here feel like familiar to you?
Familiar?
Yeah.
Like my own person?
Yeah.
No.
Nothing rings a bell from any experiences recently.
No. Should it?
Just curious. Well, last night you thought you were here.
Yeah, you multiple times over and over and over and over said you had gone to her.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah, okay.
You don't remember any of that.
Like I do. Yeah, I do.
Like you remember saying it, but I mean, it's totally fine. And maybe you weren't up here, maybe you were down below. Just curious.
I do remember like when I was in the mirror, I remember feeling very trapped, like I just remember seeing stone, like I saw stone. I remember being dark, and I just remember I felt like very claustrophobic. Yeah, but there was no sense of like it was this.
Oh, the location.
Like the
Okay.
location, no, but I know what I felt. But like this I didn't see, like, I didn't see this.
Okay.
But I, like, felt. Do you know what I mean?
So to me, it sounds like she's feeling things from the ground up.
Yeah, which is disturbing and interesting.
That's more what I feel, because I felt more trapped and claustrophobic, like, under the ground more so. Like, yeah.
Well, welcome to the Gorham's gravesite.
Thank you.
I haven't been here for many years now. It's been a while. It's interesting to be back.
What kind of emotions are you feeling with being here?
It's been interesting that keeps acting up. But
I know.
yeah, I've got a recorder in case there is anything here that wants to say something to us that we may not hear right now. We might hear it later. Also, just a K2 for fun. It's kind of like visiting an old friend.
Well, now that you guys have a truce, you can call her that.
I mean, I don't feel we were ever at war, but maybe she felt that. Maybe there was something that I did or said that she was offended by. And so, of course, for that, I do apologize. It's never my intention to offend kind souls. Sometimes I think energies feel aggressive, in which case perhaps we respond in kind. But in this case, if I have ever offended you, I apologize.
When I look down here, I'm feeling really claustrophobic in this area. Like, it's just really making me feel claustrophobic when I'm staring down there.
Are you feeling a connection to that space in particular? Like you yourself, Amy? You feel like you have unfinished business at this point in time? Holly and I were just, saying our last goodbyes and bidding farewell. But you're hanging on.
I'm not meaning to. I don't mean to be hanging on. It's just the way my body feels when I'm standing right here.
Is there a final message from them or from you?
My knees are shaking right now.
A final thought, prayer, a hope, anything?
I feel like maybe she's here right now. My knees are shaking. Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, my knees are shaking.
What would
It's
you
okay.
like to say to her, Amy, if she is here? Do you have any sort of final message for her?
I don't think she has a message for us and not me for her. I feel like she wants to talk to us. My knees are shaking. My knees are shaking. I'm shaking. My knees are starting to shake. Okay. I'm just gonna stare. I'm just gonna stay for a second.
It's okay. Just try to breathe through it. Or maybe this is just the last bit of her leaving you.
Could be.
I think
That's a good point.
it doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel bad. Okay, Mrs. Gorham, I feel you here. What do you want to say? What do you want to say? Oh, my body's shaking. Oh, my God.
What's going on for you, Amy?
I feel like I'm walking. I feel like I'm backing away.
What you doing, Amy?
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
Amy,
What?
take my hand. Is this still Amy Murphy I'm holding on to?
I'm here. I'm here.
All right, Amy, it's
I'm
time.
shaking.
It's time to say goodbye to Mrs. Gorham. We have to go. We have to go. Our place is with the living. Hers is here in Liverpool with all of her friends and family. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Let her go.
Mrs. Gorham, I have to let you go, okay?
Let her go.
Jesus, thank you. Jesus, thank you. Jesus, thank you. Thank you. Peace. 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 Peace.
Okay, Amy, stand up. Stand up.
Peace.
Peace. We wish you peace, Mrs. Gorham, and now we are leaving.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Step down.
Buzzing. My mind buzzing now.
All right. It's okay. You shouldn't be. You did good. Let's move away from the grave. Walk over here. She's been here for 200 years, and she's fine. You just had a profound experience. It's a good experience.